Heel. Sit. Good. Sit. 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 Good. Ah. Sit. Good. No. Sit. Sit. Good. Sit. 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 Heel. Good. Heel. Good. Obviously, just getting to know each other today. She's of course been on a harness, or he's been on a harness, I guess, his entire life. He definitely had a tendency to pull pretty good, so we've been working very hard on getting accustomed to this slip lead, and he's doing well. We're already getting loose leash walking. No, heel. You'll notice I'm getting a ton of focus and attention out of him. Again, we've already talked about it, but the more focus and attention that you demand, the more focus and attention you will get. So the way I accomplish that, obviously, just a series of tugs with the lead. I want him focused on me. There's birds, squirrels, all the other stuff, and then as soon as I start to lose his focus, I'm just giving him a little tug, heel, reminding him what I want and expect from him. And you'll see that you get a dog that is um, a lot more respecting of what you're doing versus what they want to do. Sit. Good. Sit. 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 Obviously, he knows how to sit before he came here. We're working on a super solid sit. Um, right now, we're building a house. Every house has to have a strong foundation. Being able to put your dog into a nice, calm sit very easily, no problem. That's where we start, and from there, we build up from there. Sit. But I want my sit to be super solid before I ever start working on my recall work, because otherwise, he's going to be smart enough to know what's going on. He's going to start anticipating the recall, and we won't get our sit to be as solid as we want. Sit, sit. So right here, you'll notice the way I do the sit command with the lead, just this little pull up in the up direction, which he's starting to figure it out already. But just this little tug on the lead, that means sit. And I do it that way because you're going to want to be able to put him in a sit, and but to be able to reinforce what your expectations are. So just this very subtle little pull that I'm doing right now, I'm communicating to him. This is the direct line of communication. It's your power steering, for lack of a better term. And what I will tell you is that someone's always in control. Either you're in control of the dog or the dog is in control of you. So right now, I'm communicating to him. He may not really realize it right now. Obviously, he's doing a good job, but with time, this little subtle tug on the lead will mean sit to him. Right here, I'm reinforcing the sit command a couple of different ways. Physically, of course, with the lead. Verbally, by saying sit at the same time, simultaneously, sit, sit, sit. And then thirdly, with my hand, like traffic cop, if I was going to stop and step out and stop traffic, sit, sit. So visually, verbally, and physically, he's getting reinforced the sit command three different ways. Sit, all at the same time. Sit, sit, sit. You notice I'm even starting to put some pressure. Sit on the lead towards me. Sit. Sit. So that's a correction, right? Sit. I know it's very annoying, and some people have different theories on this, but right now, early on, I would rather reinforce the good than have to correct the bad. So I'm reinforcing the sit command consistently to let him know he's doing exactly what I want him to do. Sit, sit, sit. With time, we'll start scaling this back, and you won't have to say it, obviously, over and over and over. But I'm reinforcing the good. Sit, sit, sit. And if he breaks on me, then that's a correction. I want to set him up for success. I want fewer and fewer corrections. Sit. 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 There's a difference between being repetitive in giving a command and being repetitive in asking a dog to do something over and over and over. We don't want to do that. We never want to give a command that we can't enforce or one we're not willing to enforce. So if I'm asking him to sit and he's not sitting and I keep doing it over and over and over, that's asking him to do something. And that's him training us on what he's not going to do. Versus he's in a sit. I'm giving him the sit command, sit, because that's my expectation, and I'm reinforcing what we're doing. Sit. 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 You also notice too, as I go to approach him, good. He's highly excitable right now. And knowing what I know you want to do with him in terms of therapy dog stuff and taking him to the hospital, we can't have a dog that's so overly excitable when we just go to pet it. Good. So what you'll notice, sit. If I go to pet him and he starts to lick and carry on like he seems like he's pretty accustomed to doing, I'm just going to pull my hand away. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Sit. 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 Good. Good boy. Good. Heel. Again, we're just getting accustomed to the slip lead today. He's doing a really good job. You'll notice I'm doing what I call the figure eight drill, walking in a figure eight, because typically what will happen with the dog is when you do an outside turn, dog's on the outside, the dog's going to keep going that way. We've been working on this for a long time today. So he's starting to figure it out. When we do an inside turn, dogs will typically keep going and get in front of our feet and become a trip hazard, which we do not want. So you'll notice that I'm in control. I'm just giving him a series of little tugs. When I go to do an outside turn, I'm just giving him a little tug to keep him on my hip. When I'm doing an inside turn, I'm giving just a little tug back for him to give way to me. Good. He's auto sitting already. You've done a really nice job on getting him to this point already. Good. We're starting to work on switching over already to the other side. I'm not saying switch. If you want me to work on that, I can, or saying that I will, but I'm just giving the hand signal for heel to the other side. Rivers, heel, heel. Good. Good boy. Sit. No. Sit. Ah. Good. I don't want him to be so reactionary to me just going to pet him. I want him just nice, calm, and let me pet him and love on him. Heel. Rivers. Heel. Good. Heel. Handling is already, I'm already noticing a difference in him to just today. Sit. Heel. Sit. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. Sit. See those birds? Rivers. Here. Heel. Here. Heel. Sit. Good. Heel. Sit. Good. Heel. Look at this loose leash. Heel. Good. Heel. Heel. Sit. 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 Good. Good boy. Good. Sit. 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 Good. Okay. Good boy. Good. Good boy. So you can see how voice inflection right there. You see how excitable he started to get just with simple voice inflection. Sit. Heel. Sit. Good. Heel.